Hello Libra, my name is Alison and you're with Healing Dove Tarot. Today we're going to have a look at the love energy surrounding you from the 26th to the 2nd of December. Now Libra, I've already pre-shuffled your cards. I am ready to go. Quick update, Mercury is still retrograde until the 5th or 6th of December, depending on where you are living in the world. Now Libra, I know last week I said it was pick and choose your battles. You had the energy around you that was quite fiery. It's quite an interesting read, so I'll get straight into it this week. The bottom of the deck, you do have the Princess of Swords. So this is literally a card talking about cutting truth, right? It could be talking about, for some of you that are single, that you're spying on someone on social media. It's like, you know, that stalker kind of card. But for those that are in couples, you've got the Ten of Swords coupled with the, Ten of Swords coupled with the Princess of Swords. So I feel like you might find out something about your partner on the internet. We've just had the full moon in the sign of Gemini. So, you know, it's a sister sign to you and it was at 0 degrees. That has meaning. So if you want to know what that means, go look it up. But Ten of Swords coupled with the Princess of Swords for me is that kind of reaching the end of your limit in this connection, or feeling betrayed and finding it out on social media. Now, look, you start off this week with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups, okay? So Six of Cups speaks about soulmate energy. So if you are in a relationship, there's a reason why it's so intense, because it is kind of, you've got that soul contract from a previous life before you've incarnated, okay? Now with the Nine of Cups, for me, it speaks about wish fulfillment, about, it's almost the 10, right? So it's like almost having everything that you've wanted to come true. But what's interesting is that you have at the basis of this, the Two of Wands. So it's like, how do I explain this? It's like you have this this pull, this emotional pull to this person that you're in a relationship with. So if you find this out, you feel an emotional pull, and they are, or at least what you thought they were, was your dreams come true, like everything that you kind of wanted. But now you're not so sure. It's like as if this new truth that comes in, or that you find out from spying, you're like, oh, I don't know. Am I just imagining this? Like you kind of want it to not be true. Unfortunately, at the center of your reading, you have the Three of Swords. So for some of you this week, I very much see a massive argument about something on social media that for some of you could actually be the breakup of your relationship. For some of you, it could be a breakup with a Cancer. And for others of you, it could be a breakup with a Pisces. I also have Taurus on the table, but not as strong, more water, Cancer or Pisces, okay? They're the two. You need to trust your intuition, because as you get to the weekend, you've got the Chariot, which is a sign of Cancer, coupled with the High Priestess, right, which represents Pisces, Taurus. And then you have the Moon at the center. So it's things that are hidden and that haven't yet been revealed, needing to trust your intuition and go within. And so it could be a Cancer that's not being completely honest and open with you, and you have that gut feeling, Libra. Or it could be that there's a Pisces that's not completely honest and open with you. Now look, I want to make something very clear. This is a general reading, so if you're in a happy relationship, then I may not be the reader for you this week, okay? But I need to call the cards as I see them. I don't always see the Three of Swords being a card of a breakup or arguments. When we read tarot, we read the cards in a pattern like this because we read them off all the other cards that are around. That tells a story, right? And then we as the messengers give it to you. That's the whole point. I get really frustrated when readers do card by card and then they go, well, this card means this. And it's like, well, great. And I can look up that online and figure that out for myself. But what do they all mean together? And a really good reader will tell you that story and give you all the outcomes, because yes, we may have heard that story before in life, but not everyone has that same pattern, that same story, that same person. And tarot gives us an insight into the energies that are around us, okay? And what I'm telling you right now, Libra, is when I see the Three of Swords with the Moon and the Two of Wands, the Princess of Swords, the Ten of Swords, you know, the cards around it are telling me two things. There is something hidden from you that you don't yet know that's going to be hurtful when you find out. I don't know that, I'm not seeing cards of cheating. I'm not seeing cards of, you know, complete dishonesty and disharmony. However, that could be the case. I'm just not getting that in this particular reading. What I am getting is someone taking advantage of you, maybe mentally or emotionally abusing you. Okay? And it's like you finally see that. Your intuition is correct. You finally figure it out. Something happens and you catch them talking ill about you on social media, and it makes you question their integrity. Or something happens and you find a text message or something like that, okay? Where you see the truth for what it is. I do believe this person loves you, or in their mind of what they think love is, right? They feel a lot of affection towards you is probably a better way of saying it. And they definitely feel like you bring them a lot of happiness. Some of you'll get through this, okay? And you'll come through and you'll have a brand new beginning, because I do have the Ace of Wands as I'm going to the weekend again. Now, Libra, this energy has been very much push and pull for you for the last few readings. And I do see you being victorious for those that are wanting a brand new start, okay, as you go into the new week. For others of you, I see you ending this connection and starting something brand new. It could very well be that this is flipped, okay? And maybe this is you that's the one that has to do the heartbreak to the Pisces or to the Cancer, because you've been juggling two people, two options, two pathways, and now you're choosing just one. You do very much have, if you see the cards like this, it's in this order. The Two of Wands into the Ace of Wands. And then you feel victorious in your choice. So for some of you, you're the one that's needing to make the choice, and unfortunately that might break a heart. Completely single Libras. Look, it's not the best week for meeting anyone concrete, okay? And I would say this anyway during Mercury retrograde. You're going to attract people from your past. You could very well be attracting someone from your past. You have the Six of Cups that speaks about nostalgia, people coming back from the past. But you're going to attract people that might not have the best intentions, okay? If you're just looking for fun, and when I say fun, I mean like casual sex, that kind of thing, not real intimacy, nothing concrete, then go for it. If you're wanting something with a little bit more stability, I would say this is not the best time to be kind of wanting to date or start something new. If you're already dating someone, keep following that through. But I'm just not seeing that beautiful romantic love and roses kind of love. I see sexual passion, all right? It doesn't mean that it's not out there. It depends on your rising sign and moon and everything else. It's just in this reading, for what I'm seeing for Libra for this week, is that kind of energy. All right, let's draw for you some additional guidance. Singles, additional guidance for Libra. Singles from the 26th to the 2nd of December. Please show me, what do they need to know? Clarity of belief. Ace of Swords. Interesting. Can I have some additional guidance for couples, please? There it is. Yeah. And this one flipped over, and I'm going to take it because I looked at it. Never-ending story and deep knowing. Okay. Singles. Clarity of belief. So this is the Ace of Swords. Define, communicate, beliefs, transformation. Great potential is around you to define who you really are at this time in your life, and to determine what your beliefs are regarding love and commitment. Discard any outdated ideas about how relationships should function and what the proper roles should be. Decide what you need and what you're willing to give. Different relationships will require different strategies for success. You need to be flexible and open-minded. Bring a breath of fresh air to your way of thinking about love and partnerships. So it's really about transforming what it is that you want to give and get, okay? And this doesn't surprise me, Mercury being retrograde, because it's all about communication, how we communicate when it comes to love. So it's a time of reflection for you and trying to understand and then transform. See the butterfly? Transform who you want to be when it comes to love. And it fell on the Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands. So it's like, this is the mental energy that's going to bring you the passion, okay? Couples, you have never-ending story. So it's a repeating cycle and deep knowing. Right. Never-ending story, 37. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is, however. Right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must first reflect on the stories that you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Stop going through the old stuff, Libra. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives. None of them were true ever anyway. So it's really, I think that's a lot about mental energy, you know. That's the Ten of Swords we've got there. That's the Princess of Swords. You've got Ace of Swords that have come out, even though it's for singles, it's still going to have an effect. You've got all this mental energy about really telling yourself a positive self-story, okay? Deep knowing, 43. Intuition, High Priestess. Listening to the oracle within, empathy. There are occasions when you just know, deep in your heart and soul, that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly into your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey, so pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin the alchemical process. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. Okay, so for some of you, it could be really, like I said, about trusting your intuition when it comes to love and relationships, having a positive self-story, allowing this renewal to take place, okay? Having victory, this is the card of victory, this is renewal, having victory when it comes to love. Either way, it's going to be a really interesting week, and I'm curious to see how it plays out for you all. Write in the comments below. I do read them all, even if I don't get to them straight away. I do always read them all. And let me know how it pertains to your personal story, okay? I wish you a fantastic week. Much love, lots of light, and I'll be back with you next week for your first week of December. Take care.